Welcome back to A Head Full of Wealth. Today we have an important topic to discuss that affects everyone retiring from the military. If you're transitioning from military service to civilian life, this video is specifically tailored to guide you in balancing military retirement pay with 6 common new expenses. Transitioning to civilian life from the military service can be both exciting and challenging as you embark on this new chapter. It's crucial to have a solid plan in place. We'll provide valuable insights, tips, and strategies to ensure a smooth financial transition today. We will start by covering military retirement pay and how to calculate it, and then we'll follow that up with 6 new expenses that you will encounter as a retiree that you did not have while on active duty. Understanding military retirement pay. So the first aspect of that is what 2 pays you're going to have. We'll break down the components, which are military retirement pay and VA disability pay. By clearly understanding your financial resources, you can effectively plan for the road ahead. First, let's start with military retirement pay. On the website, militarypay.defense.gov/calculators, there are a lot of calculators that you can use to calculate your retirement pay. I will put this link along with any others I mentioned in the description below. So first, you should choose the appropriate calculator, BRS, High 3, sometimes called Legacy, or Redux. For the example we're doing today, we're going to be using the High 3 calculator. Fill out the form on the first page with your birth month, your base pay, entry date, current grade, and how long you will have on active duty at the date of your retirement. For your TSP amounts, I would leave everything at 0. The reason we're going to leave everything at 0 is because we are looking at the month after you retire, not when you turn 65 and begin taking your TSP. So that information is not important for what we are calculating here. Click Next and validate any advancements or promotions that you either had in the last 3 years or expect to have before you get out. Finally, when you get to the last screen, you will see a bar graph at the top. Click on today's button next to dollars with your mouse. Highlight the first bar that only has magenta in it, and this will give you your military retirement pay per year before federal income tax. Some of you may be saying, what about VA disability pay? Well, that is a whole other monster that not everyone will qualify for. Since it is so individually tailored, the best information I can give you is to get a good advocate for yourself and advocate for yourself. The VA veteran service officers are excellent, so look up a VSO. Now, let's talk about these 6 new common expenses that many individuals encounter when transitioning from the military to civilian life. Here they are in no particular order: life insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, survivor benefit plan, and TRICARE enrollment fees, and finally TRICARE copays. We'll take these one at a time, so don't worry. So up until now, you've had $500,000 in coverage through SGLI for $30 a month, and an additional $1 they charged you for traumatic injury protection. You will need to figure out how much insurance you will need in retirement, and then decide if you want to continue with VGLI, which is at an increased cost from SGLI, or get insurance with an outside company. If you decide to get insurance with an outside company, you should think about how much insurance you need and for how long. Term insurance, which is most similar to SGLI, for a healthy 40-year-old with $500,000 in coverage and 30-year term, so it'll last till they're 70 years old if they were 40 now, runs about $65 per month in 2023, assuming that you are healthy and don't smoke. This is about double the cost of something of what you had with SGLI, and instead of having it taken out of your paycheck, it's going to come out of your checking account. Okay, so staying on the topic of insurance, we've now got dental coverage, which was free while you were in the Coast Guard for you, and only $32.13 for your family. Once you retire, you'll have to subscribe to Fed VIP dental benefits. You can find the price for your area based on zip code at www.benfeds.com/tools. Now, your monthly premium for that is going to be just north of $80 a month if you choose the high copay plan and $150 if you choose the low copay amount. That includes all your preventative care for free, but anything else you're going to have a copay in addition to the insurance payment. Similar to the dental program, vision insurance will cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 for the low end plan and $30 for the better coverage. So to sum up, for these two expenses, we went from a $32 per month expense to at least $100 and possibly $180 per month expense or more. Now, while on active duty, you also had no enrollment fees for your TRICARE for both you and your family. Your health insurance was free. So now we know that that cost has to go up, right? So in 2023, the cost is $352 for just you for Prime and $172 for Select. Your family values double that for $704 and $345 for Select. For our calculations, we're going to say Prime family plan that equates to $59 per month. For a total breakdown of this and other TRICARE costs, go to tricare.mil/costs/compare. While on active duty, if you were Prime, you also had no copays for anything in network for you or your family. For Select, your copay cap for the family was only $1,000. Well, that has changed now that you're retired, and it is $3,000 for Prime and $4,028 for Select. Sticking with Prime, this works out to $250 per month. But remember, all of that could come due in January if your family has a bad month. So make sure your emergency fund is in place and has at least that copay cap in it. Okay, so our sixth item, Survivor Benefit Plan, or SBP for short, is the last expense. It is one of your largest. Your Survivor Benefit Plan pays your children and spouse up to 55% of the covered amount of your retirement. So let's put this in simple terms. If your retirement pay was $1,000 per month, then your spouse, after your death, would get $550. The coverage cost is 6.5% of the covered amount. So in that case, it would be $65 per month for that coverage. So let's take this up to real world numbers. An E8 retiring after 25 years of service would be making almost $46,000 or $3,833 per month. That's at 6.5% of that, that's $249. Now, SBP is a good deal. The government subsidizes it heavily, and going out on the commercial market would cost you significantly more. But on the other hand, if your spouse dies first, then you get nothing. The children's benefit always makes sense since it is so inexpensive and the benefits are so large. Before we conclude, I want to invite you to join our community by subscribing to our channel. You'll gain access to more helpful videos like this one covering various aspects of military retirement and transitioning to civilian life, as well as general financial topics. So click that button, subscribe, and be part of our growing community. Okay, so assuming you are paying for a family, we are talking about approximately $500 to $600 per month in increased expenses, depending on if you choose Prime for your health insurance and if you choose how much of the SBP you choose to get. Transitioning from military service to civilian life may seem daunting, but with the right knowledge and strategies, you can navigate this journey successfully. By effectively balancing your military retirement pay with new expenses, you'll be better equipped to enjoy a fulfilling life ahead. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more valuable content that will guide you through this transition and help you live life at a head full. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.